Asiva, this is LaserBolt, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be taking a look at yet another legendary weapon for Outriders, and you're going to be able to get this weapon right now. But one of the questions I know a lot of you guys are asking, should I actually be farming for this weapon? Today we're going to be breaking down this weapon. I'm going to give you my review, my thoughts. I'm also going to tell you guys what character this weapon is good for. I'm going to give you an overall score. I've also data mined and data tested basically based on the characters and their skill tree, how effective this weapon will be once the game gets released. So we crunched in the numbers, we've done all that. So if all of that sounds like something you're definitely interested, a like would be greatly appreciated. As a friendly reminder, don't forget about our monthly giveaway. It is down below in the comment section as a pinned comment. So check it out and good luck to everybody that's participating. So how good is this legendary assault rifle, the Thunderbird? I'm going to tell you guys exactly how good it is, but let's take a look at it. Talk about exactly what we're able to expect out of the weapon, if it's good, if it's not good. And to do that, we actually have to dive in deep and see what the weapon has to offer. So let's pull up the screen here. As you guys know, we're going to be focusing on three major things. Number one, of course, our attributes. Number two, our mods. And number three, our standard variants. So let's start off with the first thing, which is going to be our attributes. We're going to be taking a look at that we're able to get critical damage, and we have a shard ability there, so that means we can maximize this to level 6 and give us even more crit damage. So just start thinking about the possibilities of when the game gets released. If you level up this particular attribute all the way up to level 6, you could probably look around like 20 to 15%, which is actually pretty good. Then we have a 15% on status power, which is really effective, especially for this particular weapon, if you guys are pairing it with characters that are going to be able to do status effect. And the good news to you guys about that is that every single character is able to apply status effect, whether it bleed, freeze, whatever it is, you guys are able to apply it. And last but not least, we have a 6% close range damage. This is the only stat that doesn't seem to be benefiting this weapon too much in particular, but it's still very nice to have, as this could weapon be very viable if you guys are finding multiple mods at close range. Now let's take a look at what everybody considers to be what kind of makes or breaks a particular legendary weapon, and that is the mods. So for the mods, we have two particular mods, one that's dedicated to this particular weapon, and another one that we could definitely swap if we choose so. Let's talk about it. So we have the first one, which is called the Ultimate Storm Whip. Shots bring down lightning on an enemy, dealing 46 damage. That is actually pretty good, guys, because not only are you going to be able to output damage at 14%, so every bullet's going to be 14%, but on top of that, your gun is also going to be shooting lightning, which is going to give you an additional 46%. So theoretically speaking, if we put this into account, this weapon does not only do 14 damage, it actually does about 50 plus damage, which is actually pretty good. Now, keep in mind, this is shooting one enemy at a time, and it's not going to be multiplicative. It's just the amount of lightning that's actually dropping. So theoretically speaking, we're looking at a weapon to be doing like around 22 to 30 damage per shot, which is actually really good. Next, we have mod number 2 called Striga, and this is basically really dope as well, because this is going to give us 30% of critical damage is returned to you as health. Now, what makes this actually pretty dope is the fact that when we're using this, we could use this with characters who have not spent too many skill points on healing, or if a specific character is not meant to be a super healer, this could be a very viable option to use this weapon to get your health back. You just got to make sure you're landing crit shots. Now, I'm going to let some gameplay roll out for you guys towards the end of the video, where you guys can see me using this weapon. I don't use too many skills. I'm mostly relying on this weapon just to get my health back and using it to fight the ads, and it's actually wrecking like crazy. Now, in addition to that, let's look at the standard variant. So we have a clip size of 40, which is very good for an assault rifle. Rounds per minute, we have 600, which is actually pretty good. 14 damage, we do have the 14 damage, but remember, we're picking up a little bit more with the Storm Whip, so it's going to be boosted up quite a bit. Reload speed is actually pretty good at 1.5, and critical multiplier is 125%. Accuracy is 86, which is pretty good for an assault rifle. And another thing that's really good for the assault rifle is the stability. So that means our weapon's not going to be bouncing up and down, moving left and right, because the stability is going to be right on point. Now for range, we have 35 meters. It's actually pretty good. It does cover a couple of distance, as you guys will see in the gameplay. And overall, in general, this weapon is crazy. Let's roll a little bit of gameplay here and talk a little bit about who this weapon is for. I got to tell you, this particular weapon is one of the weapons that is dropping right now in the beta that works with every single character. It's going to be effective for the Devastator, Pyromancer, Technomancer, and the Trickster. This weapon will do magic and numbers. Overall, as of right now, for the Outriders demo, If I had to give this weapon a rating of 1 out of 10, I would definitely give this a 10 out of 10. Statically, it looks amazing. You have lightning coming out of the gun. It looks like you rip someone's jaws and put it on the weapon. And the weapon is crazy good, and the mods are crazy good as well. Let me know if you guys had a chance to actually pick this up. If you have, where did you guys pick it up? Or if you haven't picked it up, have you gotten any legendaries? If you have, which ones are they? Let me know in the comment section down below. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay of me using the Thunderbird, and let me know what you guys think if you guys are enjoying our Outriders coverage. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.